right? No idea what guest's strength is. So, hang on. We're going to try something. Bearing in mind that I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, this is super weird. So, like, for the first time, I'm building Yagura. And never done this before. At least I think I am. Yeah, versus opposing rook. Should be interesting. There's certainly got to be a move order where I can build this more efficiently. But I'm just trying to get in the practice of just building the damn thing. Oh, hang on. Don't put my king there. Alright, okay. Hopefully I haven't messed up too badly just yet. So, I think because their silver can go here, my silver needs to go to the edge. I think. Alternatively, maybe my knight has an easy target in this bishop. Like, their silver and bishop are poised right here. I think I want to get my silver up the board before I push my knight, though. Yeah, let's bring this out. For Yagura, do I push the edge pawn? Looks risky. Might be necessary, though. Yeah. It's kind of like Mino. I need to have that escape route, just in case. Alright, looks like they've built a Mino and are switching it to some other kind of Mino. And Mino's weakness is on its head. That's not going to help me. Oh, he's building Silver Crown. Okay. Yeah. That's good. It's good for him. So yeah, I'm attacking against opposing rook, which is just, my attack is not going to work so well. Right. Now that makes sense. So I think this completes my castle. I could go for Yagura on Aguma, at least until I play that. Yeah, maybe I do that. If I think my center can hold long enough, I might do that. Because their pieces are kind of constrained right now. On the other hand, it's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 plus moves to build it. and I'm not going to be able to get my gold back onto... Yeah, I pushed my gold too far up the board. Might be tricky to build that. Might not be a terrible idea, though, because their attack is kind of slow. Let's... Yeah. So... This is kind of what I was afraid of, but... I might be okay here. Maybe I've walked into a fork. Yeah, this attack, I guess, is normal. What to do, what to do. Maybe bring... I don't want to move my knight. That'd be bad. This is crazy. So my side of the board has tons of weak squares, I think. So I'm just waiting for him to land an attack and point out what I did wrong. And we'll be able to learn from it and do better next time. Part of my mistake might have been my choice of castle. So my plan, I guess, is to move my silver up and my knight here and maybe bring the knight in somewhere. I don't know. He pretty convincingly shut down my attack on the second file, or 8th file. Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Yep. So we're just going to deal with the bishop somehow. I think I have to capture here. I guess I forgot in shogi you don't have to capture stuff, but still, this looks kind of necessary. But also have a lot of loose pieces. Okay. That is legal. That does force my hand a bit. Which further forces my hand. Oh, this is less than ideal. Well, we could continue trying to build the castle, but I got stuff hanging. I could try to defend it, but then the knight's going to enter this way instead. I could sack to take the damn knight, and then pin this knight to the rook, and I don't think anything positive would come of that. Um, we'll continue trying to build a castle. It's a futile endeavor, but we can still try. So I'm kind of surprised. Um, Maybe he's trying to decide where to put the bishop. Because it just feels like the bishop is like the best attacker in this position. So yeah, I have to pick a good square for it. Um, it is so tempting to block with the knight. Like, normally you wouldn't want to move your knight. That's like what's going to protect against edge attacks from this rook. But also, like, I don't want to continue suffering material losses. They're going to cause further material losses to happen. So if I can bring my silver back to help defend this, maybe that's the way to go. So if the fourth file accidentally opens, then my rook, which is on the same side of the board as my king, might be well placed in that accident. Um, but otherwise, it's not well placed. Okay, let's chase this a bishop. Can my bishop not enter the game here somehow? The hunt is on. Whoops, that would just hang my silver outright. Maybe I could find a better move. Finding good moves is hard. Finding good moves is hard when you have no idea what you're doing. So his knight is trapped for this instant. Um, I guess we're going to promote a token? Maybe? I don't know. This is weird. So I'm threatening either to promote a token or to promote my bishop here. Oh, he can't pawn drop on this square. So the defense I thought he had isn't actually there. So yeah, he's kind of locked up for this one turn. I'm not sure that promoting either one first makes the other promotion easier. Um, right. So why don't I take that? Because then they capture my knight, I guess. If I do take that, then we trade on this square. Not sure what happens. I think I have to take that, although I don't really want to. Definitely, this is ugly. So yeah, I didn't see that at all. Um, this is disgusting. My castle is falling. So they're getting the silver after all. Yeah. I mean, it's got to be ambitious. Because the rest of their development, they've like trapped all their pieces, so this is the only active piece they have. If this attack doesn't work, their attack has failed. So they're sitting here a long time, but really the only thing that I see they can do here is, well, either double that. Well, I can't double my pawns. I can't reinforce. This might not be my brightest idea ever. Probably placing a knight would have been a safer idea. By far. Oh, knight 8-8. I was thinking knight 8-9, but knight 8-8 makes a lot more sense. Yeah, I forgot I had that possibility. I was looking at putting the pawn on 9-6 and then the knight at 8-8. Okay. So yeah, they get their silver that they've been hunting for a very long time. And they don't even want it. Interesting. I don't understand. It's not like my attack's going anywhere. Yuck. This is dangerous. So potentially I could sack the rook for that. Oh, I see. This is their object, was in this manner to win the material. Okay, fine. I know I can't double my pawns, but I can still put up some kind of defense. It'd be nice if I could double my pawns, because that would ease my defense, my task to defend this quite a bit. So their goal is going to be to get something else to hit this square. I don't see how they do that. So now I could just put a pawn behind the knight, and we'll just keep putting pawns behind pawns behind pawns behind whatever here until we built something up. I'm not seeing how they break this down. On the other hand, like, there's probably a threefold repetition if we just keep exchanging stuff willy-nilly on this square. Which I think I'm okay with. See, he has no more pawns to drop. So the next thing that attacks that's going to be something other than a pawn. Unless he can get another pawn in hand. Which he might be able to do. Okay. Have I missed something here? What's so great about the knight? Is he going to promote the knight? Okay, that does hit with tempo. That's a critical detail. Gosh darn it.
20秒1234567
Alright, I've broken up my castle. What else do you want?
10秒20秒10秒20秒12345 10秒20秒1
Well, he's got another pawn now, if he wants it.
20秒1 10秒
Good move. Good move.
10秒
Interesting.
20秒 10秒
I'm not sure if I had something more forceful. I still might.
20秒1 2
Okay, this is crazy. Why would you do that?
10秒
Why would you do that to yourself?
10秒 20秒1 2 3 4 5 6 7
I'm not reading this correctly. There's too much to read here.
10秒 20秒1 2 10秒
Oh, interesting. Wow. I did not see that.
10秒
Um, This is super spooky, isn't it? I thought I had mate.
10秒
With so many pieces in hand and on the board, like, I could swear that I had something here.
20秒 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、
Um,
10秒
everything's fine. Nothing to worry about.
10秒 20秒 1、2、3、
Okay, that's a threat mate.
10秒 20秒 1、2、3、4、
Since I'm already in trouble, sacking more material is not going to matter.
10秒
Well, that's unfortunate.
20秒 1、2、3、4、5、
I don't think this can hold up for long.
10秒
But it's better than nothing. Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow. Alright, yeah, I think I can concede that now.
10秒
Alright. Yeah, he was pretty good. Got ourselves a good opponent here. Yeah, that was an ambitious edge attack, and it worked out. So, I guess one thing I can note is that my move order building Yagura was subpar. Or maybe it was okay, but it was not ideal. There are move orders where you don't have to waste a move getting the bishop out of the way. I just don't know them. I'll have to look closer at that. But so I burned a move in the opening, which was not so great. Then I tried to transition to the Anaguma Yagura, and like I thought it was ill-advised to begin with, but I didn't have a better plan. Um, yeah, I should have a plan here, and I just don't. And playing without a plan is pretty bad. Um, in Rapid Yagura, you don't play gold 7-8 immediately. Okay. So we played silver 6-8. Okay, in Rapid Yagura, you don't play that. Ah, that makes sense. So yeah, potentially I just build this. Whoops, not that. And tuck the king in. And then put that in. And you play this at some point. Yeah, it is risky, although, like, if the opponent's playing opposing rook, what are they going to do? How could they possibly break Rapid Yagura if their rook's over here? Okay. It's kind of essential versus static rook. Rapid text. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I burned a tempo. I'd do better to not do that, but also, like, having built Yagura, like, now I had no idea what to do. Like, I know I want to use my knight, but yeah, the transition to Anaguma was not the greatest plan. I didn't have a plan. This is my first time playing it, and like previous times I've seen this, it hasn't been against opposing rook, so uh, the idea of just getting this pawn break in pretty cleanly is much easier to achieve normally than it is here. So I just didn't know what to do. Bishop, rook, silver, all pointed to the upper right corner. Okay. So that's still the plan, even though it looks like super difficult, on account of, like, I don't see a breakthrough. I have to study it more. Oh, okay. So yeah, if I can trade a pawn and place a pawn on the bishop's head, that would be one way to hit that. Another way to maybe hit that would be with the silver, but I don't think I can get there. Maybe pawn 3-5. Oh, I am protecting this pawn on 3-5. So they could take, and I could either recapture or bring my silver up to hit that. And then I get a pawn in hand. Okay, this makes sense. Of course, once my silver takes there, they just place a pawn, and the struggle continues. But yeah, the third file can open, and some exciting tactics can show up there. Maybe. Again, losing a tempo didn't help me any, but they would have just not played this pawn 8-4. Yeah, you know, you raise a good point that, like, two squares that are undefended here are these two. It's like these have got to be the target. And one of those is much easier to hit than the other. So yeah, that definitely has to be my goal. Um, Whether I can achieve it, well, that's why you play the game, to figure out what happens. Um, but yeah, also this pawn 8-4 spooked me, even though it's just silver crown. Yeah, so I'm not too interested in the rest of the game, because, like, I just didn't have a plan. I still don't have a plan here. I should just watch more games and see how this is supposed to evolve. Um, but that makes sense that, like, that's the target. Yeah, also they played well. Like, they persisted. I think I put up a reasonably good defense, but they just crashed through it. So they're definitely not a beginner.